It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
From Tornado Alley on the campus of Trenton Central High School, we welcome you to Colonial Valley Conference Tournament opening round coverage on WBCB, where tonight the number 2 seed in this tournament, the Trenton Tornadoes, play host to the 15th seeded West Windsor-Plainsboro South Pirates. And a pleasant good evening to all of you. Alongside my broadcast partner, Nick Gallagher, I'm Jordan Hirsch. Well, Nick, this first round matchup is a pretty classic case of David versus Goliath, on paper at least. The Tornadoes, they've been arguably the best team in the CVC all season long. They're coming off a win last Wednesday over Lawrence, who are the top seed in this tournament, and they really controlled that game from start to finish. So, you know that Darrell Young's senior squad, they're going to be confident as they look to capture their first CVC tournament crown.
Yeah, and it's always an exciting time of year to get back into CVC tournament action, the third iteration of this tournament style after getting rid of the Mercer County tournament. But for the Tornadoes tonight, 8-0 at home. That's the storyline. A perfect record in the regular season here in Tornado Alley, and that's going to be the storyline for them as they continue to look for a dethroning of Ewing tonight as they start their journey onto the CVC championship game. These two teams met just a couple weeks ago on the 23rd of January. Trenton Central was victorious from West Windsor-Plainsboro South, 74-40. Ave Ingram exploded in that game for 34-8. Look more for him to continue his dominance over West Windsor-Plainsboro South. And of late, too, Jordan, Caleb Smith has really evolved throughout the season and has really become a big threat for this Tornadoes team, so he'll be also key to look out for him tonight as well.
Well, as for West Windsor South, it's been another struggle-filled season again this year, but after losing 18 of their first 19 to begin the season, they have won 2 of their last 4 games, and if there is one thing that this squad really excels at, Nick, it's their three-point shooting. On the year, they've made 148 triples, and it feels like they're going to have to, if they're going to have any shot at pulling an upset tonight, they're going to have to make it rain from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and it's going to start with Adriel Dominguez for them, leading scorer for them, 12 points per game, shooting 43 successfully this year, and Andre Dutta as well. Only 6 points a game for Dutta, but he scores 43 three-pointers, so those two are going to be the guards leading this West Windsor-Plainsboro South attack, and they're going to have to come off really quickly and get off to a good start against this Tornado defense tonight.
Well, today's game on WBCB is being brought to you by the New Jersey Education Association, Kessel Dermatology, the Capital Health System, Team Toyota, the Revere Restaurant, Morrisville Chiropractic, the City of Trenton, DiLorenzo's Pizza, Haldeman Ford, the Trentonian, the Trenton Thunder, Hyundai of Trenton, the Capital Area YMCA, and McCaffrey's Supermarket. Well, Nick, like you mentioned, it is that time of year once again. CVC tournament action. It gets set to get tipped off in just a couple of minutes. Trenton, West Windsor-Plainsboro South. We've got opening lineups and tip-off on the other side of this break, right here on WBCB.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBSports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBSports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Number 10, a senior, Number 15, a senior, and number 55, a freshman, Sincere Anderson. Head coach, Chris Gale, assistant, Rob Cano, Kyle Dixon, DJ Morales. Don't leave holding over your head. You might as well go ahead and put them together. Number 35, the junior, Jay Harris Pop Ramos. Number 25, of the junior, the big man, Caleb Smith. The young power forward, number 4, a senior, J. English Bolton. Number 5, a senior, Ave Ingram. And the little guy, the general, number 3, a senior, Juan Sanchez. And Coach Darren Puppy Dog, Game Assistant Brian Miller, Ravenel, Kingsworth, and hurry up.
Back here from the state's capital, you just saw the starters introduced. First for West Windsor South, they go with the starting 5 of Jackson O'Connor, Andre Dutta, Vance Chimaladine, Nihan Pala, and Sincere Anderson. The starting 5 is all back together again for Darrell Young's senior squad. Juan Sanchez, Jadon English Fulton, Ave Ingram, Caleb Smith, and Jaharis Ramos. He returns from a 2-game absence last week. This, of course, the opening round of the CVC tournament. Let's take a look now at the rest of the bracket before we get underway here on WBCB. The 3-14 game, Ewing taking on West Windsor-Plainsboro North. The 4-13 is Hopewell Valley against Steinert. Heightstown, the 5 seed, plays host to number 12 Notre Dame. Number 6 Robbinsville against number 11 Princeton Day. The winner of this game will see the winner of the 7-10 game, which is Nottingham and Hamilton West. And then in the 8-9 matchup, the winner getting Lawrence, who are the top-seeded Cardinals, getting that first-round bye. 8-seed Allentown taking on 9-seed Princeton, meaning we could get a Cardinals-Redbirds quarterfinal matchup.
That would be interesting. And you got to look at early favorites between Trenton Central, of course, Ewing and Lawrence. Your top 3, Trenton Central defeating Lawrence, as we mentioned in our Trentonian Open pregame. But really, it could be almost a wide-open tournament. You have your favorites. You never know with these kind of things. Ewing has been hot all year. Trent Central defeated them earlier this year. Could you see Robbinsville making a run? Nottingham, always with good coaching and good experience as well. Hopewell Valley might be the underdog as a 4 seed. So a lot to look forward to as we start this tournament today.
Second annual CVC tournament. We're underway here from the state's capital. The Tornadoes looking to dethrone the Ewing Blue Devils, who knocked them out of the tournament last year. And that quest begins right now. Working around the perimeter. Ramos coming back from that 2-game absence. Ramos has it back. Him and English Fulton play catch. They try to get it into the middle of the zone, and that's a turnover. So West Windsor South coming in as the underdog. They're able to force some turnovers. Might be one of their keys to success. This is Andre Dutta launching and airballing from beyond the arc. Dutta, a 5'10 senior guard, averaging 6 points per game. That's what he does. He shoots threes, he shoots them early, he shoots them often. He scored 138 points this year, and 129 of them have come from beyond the arc.
West Windsor-Plainsboro losing in the first round last year to Hopewell Valley, 63-24, as they look to avenge that and get back into the second round.
Caleb Smith, the 6'5 junior, going to work inside. That might be a problem area for West Windsor South tonight, Nick. They just don't really have the height to contend with a guy like Caleb Smith.
Yeah, the aggressive nature for this Trent Central Tornadoes team. They have the size, they have the athleticism. It's going to be a tough matchup for the Pirates down low tonight.
Anderson, the freshman, he thought he had a clean look at the hoop, and Jaharis Ramos coming from behind with the swat. Ramos, before that 2-game absence last week, he was balling. He averaged 8.8 points per game in the last 4 that he's played in, and that's his best scoring stretch of his career. This is Pala with the fake and gave it up. Sanchez, turbocharged time. Ave Ingram with the flush.
That's when the Tornadoes are at their best in the fast break. This opportunity is when this team gets into space. They are dangerous and they love to fly.
And whenever they're able to make a shot like that, it allows these Tornadoes to set up that full court press, which just got the better of Jackson O'Connor, the 5'9 sophomore. Well, when Trenton faced West Windsor South just a few weeks ago, you mentioned it, Nick, in the Trentonian pregame, it was all Tornadoes, 74-40. The 34-point loss was the largest of the season for these Pirates. A team that's been mired in struggles recently, just 3 wins on the year. They have kept games more competitive this season as opposed to last year, as English Fulton comes up empty that time. Rebound ripped down by Vance Chamaladine.
Let's see if the Pirates can get things going in the fast break. I just mentioned the Tornadoes, but just to see if you can catch the Tornadoes off guard defensively, try to speed up your tempo.
Palat to Chamaladine. The three. That's well off. And the rebound knocked out of bounds. Last hit by Palat, and it'll go back the way of Trenton.
Tornadoes dominating this series as of recently, going back to 2023, winning all 5 of their matchups, averaging 73 points per game.
And Daryl Young's going to call a timeout. And Nick, this Trenton dominance over West Windsor South, it really extends even beyond 2023. They haven't lost to the Pirates since 2015. It's been 16 wins in a row for Trenton over West Windsor South. The last loss came on this floor back on February 13th, 2015, nearly 9 years ago. Trenton last season in this tournament took on Allentown at home as the 4 seed in the first round, handled them 72-62. They got a big game out of Juan Sanchez in that one, 26 points for him a year ago in the first round. And this gym that's normally packed to the gills with fans, bit of a lighter crowd on hand tonight.
I don't know if it's
first round game.
The time of the day or the time of the week. I mean, all season long, no matter what, it's been packed.
Ingram comes up empty on that triple. Rebound fought for, and it's English Fulton among the triple team. Then had it knocked off of his hand, and it'll go back the other way. And we'll see how Trenton operates in the half court in this game. That's been one of the problem areas for them at times this season, but I thought, going back to their game against Lawrence on Wednesday, that was probably their best game of the year, playing in that half-court style of offense. They won't need to do it here, however, as Jadon English Fulton comes up with a steal and jams it on the other end. So that press has now forced a pair of turnovers for the Pirates. They trail 6-0, a little over 2.5 gone. Dutta can't connect from outside.
He's confident there, taking that deep.
Ramos on the run. Defense recovered, but they forgot about Ave Ingram. And an early 4 points for the CVC's leading scorer, and he comes up with the interception. Ingram underneath, here's Smith, and 2 more quick points for these Tornadoes. They're on top 10-zip.
I mean, Tornadoes just showing off the athleticism, agility, and high speed they work at on the defensive side of the basketball.
This is the freshman Sincere Anderson. Good ball movement. Dutta's line drive, or Palaz's line drive 3 rather, comes off the front of the iron. Ingram in attack mode, but tried to split the double and lost the orb. The other way, it's Chamaladine looking to go coast to coast, and Jaharis Ramos with his second denial of the quarter. Cheerleaders got to be on high alert tonight.
Chamaladine trying to go aggressive. It's been a lot of outside shooting for the Pirates early in this first quarter, trying to take it all the way to the cup himself, and even just getting a foul and going to the line and earning it the old-fashioned way.
Dutta, the fake, working against English Fulton. Pala, he'll try it again, and again, no good.
It's not like they're off. Pirates are shooting well, just shots aren't dropping.
Sanchez thought about the 3, takes the 2, and knocks it down. Already 4 Tornadoes have found the bottom of the basket, and now Caleb Smith comes up with the steal. Ingram right to the rack with the layup. All Trenton early, 14-0.
Quick 6 points for Ave Ingram, showing off the skill moves in this first quarter.
They dropped 34 when these two teams met a few weeks ago. That was the second highest mark of his career. Little matchup zone action deployed by Trenton. Anderson, jabs, fakes. Here's Pala against Smith. He'll pull it out. Pala, the 6-foot senior guard, at the controls for West Windsor South. Couple of nice moves. Anderson being put in a straitjacket by the defense of Sanchez. Finds a cutting O'Connor who can't lay it home. Rebound wrestled for, and we've got a tie-up. The possession arrow is in favor of the Pirates.
Well, Jackson O'Connor on the rebound there, going aggressively, doesn't care who is around him. Just was trying to win his team possession there, get them on the scoreboard tonight.
West Windsor South, they're looking for their first CVC or Mercer County tournament win since 2015 here tonight, as O'Connor can't connect from beyond the arc. Ingram's ahead of the pack. Good feed from English Fulton, and a southpaw jam for Ave. And a timeout called by Chris Jarrow, the head coach for West Windsor South. His team finds themselves down 16-zip, not even 5 minutes in. Gives me a chance to let you know that there's over 1,400 tariff-free cars ready to go at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Hyundai Konas, Palisades, Tucson, Santa Fe's, and Elantras, all priced for immediate sale. Remember, they have over 1,400 tariff-free cars waiting for you to test drive now. And make 2026 the year you get in shape at the Capital Area YMCA, 431 Pennington Avenue in Trenton. Exercise for your health, fitness, strength, flexibility, well-being, and confidence. You can call 609-599-9622 or visit www.capitalymca.org for more information. And McCaffrey's Supermarkets, providing exceptional service every day in West Windsor and Princeton. They're proud to sponsor tonight's game. McCaffrey's mission is to serve and support our local communities. And don't forget McCaffrey's for that very special Valentine's Day floral arrangement. Also try McCaffrey's new online shopping service, making your grocery shopping quick and easy. You could find them at 301 North Harrison Street in Princeton and 335 Princeton Heightstown Road in West Windsor. So, Nick, if you're West Windsor South right now, down 16-0, obviously you knew this was going to be a tough test, but 5 minutes in, how do you settle this down?
You just got to buy a bucket. I mean, anything you can do. Like I said earlier, you got to drive to the lane, even if you have to do it at the charity stripe, just something to get on the scoreboard and get that off your back and kind of break the press here from the Tornadoes, as they've been just relentless.
They don't do it right there, and it leads to an and one for Ave Ingram. He's already up to 10, and he'll get a chance for one more here at the foul line. Ave Ingram's been doing work as of late. Missed a couple of games a few weeks ago, but since then, 3 double-doubles in his last 4 tries as he knocks down the free throw, nothing but net. Ingram certainly with a bit of a chip on his shoulder, scored just 3 total points in 2 CVC tournament games last year. And the Tornadoes force another turnover. Sanchez fakes, drives, layup, no, rebound high in the air, settled by O'Connor. Jackson O'Connor, the sophomore guard. This is Chamala Dine. Can't knock it down from the free throw line, and the lid remains on the basket for West Windsor South. And that'll be another Tornado turnover as English Fulton couldn't handle the pass. Mentioned West Windsor South struggles in these local tournaments. It's been anything but for Trenton recently. They've made 3 trips to the local tournament final since 2019, winning one of them in 2023, their 29-win season. Ramos all alone. Smith the rebound. Sanchez in and out. Rebound tipped. And last hit by Trenton.
That was a historic Trenton Central team. We've mentioned it throughout the season this year. The roster that was constructed, Daryl Young did a marvelous coaching job with that team, and that team was extremely fun to watch. Deontay Hudson and Antoine Bridget, pair of 1,000-plus point scorers for the Tornadoes. As
man, Ave Ingram, speaking of 1,000-point scorers, Ave Ingram, he's nearing that mark. He'd have to average over 20 points per game the rest of the way to get there. The way he's looking right now, he might be halfway there by the time we're done tonight. It's already up to 13 points and a handful of dunks. And I think Ave's probably more used to seeing this score when he's playing on the gridiron, 21-0.
Pirates just got to get to basics here, find a way to beat this press just to get something going.
Anderson, sealed off by Ramos. This is Pedro Reggiani Martins in for the first time. Nice spin move underneath. And there's the first bucket of the game for West Windsor South. Vance Chamaladune with the layup.
Nice find for Chamaladine being right there.
And a good job by Anderson to come up with the steal. Looking to go all the way. Beautiful Euro, and he spins it home. They've got high hopes for the 5'9 freshman, Sincere Anderson. A possible rising star for this West Windsor South team. He does it both on the defensive and offensive ends. Skip pass, Ramos fakes, fires, hits. And just like that, all 5 starters have knocked one down for Trenton. Inside a minute to go here in the opening quarter. South just having trouble getting across the timeline. Anderson, he splits the double. Another pretty move, but comes up empty. And Chamaladine right there with the putback and the and one.
No fear in the young freshman going hard to the cup, finding his teammate. And he gets one more at the line.
Vance Chamaladine, a 6'1 senior. He's averaging a little over 6 points per game. He's already up to 4 tonight. Had a career high 13 against Robbinsville on Friday. And just a bad pass that time. That's why Ave Ingram's a wide receiver, not a quarterback, as he misfires looking for Sanchez.
He can still make an impressive pass every now and again, especially in transition. He's really good.
We've got the all-year-long score, 24-7 right now with 33 seconds to go.
Now that's a football score if I've seen one.
A quick 7-3 spurt here for South. Anderson's all of a sudden in his bag with these moves. And a little too much footwork that time from Sincere Anderson. He walked. Stalin Hernandez will come on in for Darrell Young Sr.'s squad. In for the first time for West Windsor South. It'll be the junior Vedhang Saram. See if Trenton holds for the final shot here. Been so used to seeing them work at a very quick pace. They kind of slowed it down a bit in their most recent game against Lawrence. This is Smith, he had it poked away. Still time for South. Saram gives it up, and we've got a foul. Did it come before the buzzer? I think it did.
On the floor.
Well, if it's a foul on the floor before the buzzer, West Windsor South would have an opportunity for an inbound. And it looks like both teams are just going to go back to their huddle. That'll end the first quarter. All Trenton early on in this one. On top 24-7, 8 minutes down, 24 to go here from Tornado Alley. And I'll let you know that Morrisville Chiropractic is providing quick and effective pain relief through natural healing. And Morrisville Chiropractic on 632 Crown Street. They pledge to make you the patient part of their chiropractic family. They're open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., 3 to 6 p.m., Tuesdays 1 to 6 p.m., Visit MorrisvilleChiropracticCenter.com for more information. Mayor Reed Gusciora of the City of Trenton would like to welcome all students back to school and wish them the best of luck this school term and wish the Tornadoes the best of luck on the court. Mayor Reed Gusciora is a proud supporter of Trenton's youth. Coming to Hamilton Township, the original DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza. Third-generation family member Tyler DiLorenzo brings back the family recipes his great-grandfather created in 1938 when they started their tomato pie. Soon to be open at 147 Sloan Avenue in Hamilton Township. Tornadoes coming out with some EF5 strength through the opening quarter. Ave Ingram already with 13 points to lead the way. Caleb Smith has 4. Ramos has knocked down a triple. Sanchez and English Fulton each with 2. The scoring for West Windsor South, it's Chamaladine with 5 and Sincere Anderson with 2. The Tornadoes looking to begin their quest to, hopefully for them, dethrone their rival Ewing as CVC champions. Inside it's Jackson, and a beautiful denial that time by Ethan Schau, the 6'6 senior. That's what he's in there for. Not much of an offensive threat, but one of the best block men in the CVC. Saram Tried to get it to the corner, and good hands that time by Hernandez to knock it away.
A good thought and good intentions by the pass there from the Pirates. Just again, good defense by the Tornadoes.
This is good to see. Kyle Graffey getting some run in this game. Been used kind of few and far between recently with the rise of Donald Jackson and Jasir Whitaker. Hernandez back to Sanchez. From way outside, he buries it.
As an old colleague liked to say, from the parking lot from Juan Sanchez.
27-7 Tornadoes. O'Connor looking to do it all by himself, and Caleb Smith said, no you don't.
I'd like to see a more relaxed Pirate team. Given the score is what it is right now, you're down 20 on the road here in an environment the Tornadoes have been undefeated at home this season. Just kind of relax after your first quarter jitters are out now and just play basketball and see what can happen.
Yeah, West Windsor South team not really known for their scoring. They average just 46 points per game. As O'Connor knocks one down from outside. That's the way that West Windsor's got to do it. Their only chance, we talked about in pregame, is if those threes are falling. That's the first one of the day for West Windsor South.
And you wonder how much they came out firing that first quarter. If they made a couple of those, this would be maybe down to single digits right now. I mean, they shot at a high clip rate and just were going in and out and hitting the rim and not falling.
And after the turnover, they get it back, and you just saw O'Connor knock one down. If they get him going, that's a much-needed boost for this West Windsor South squad. Jackson O'Connor's been very streaky at times this season. His threes have come in bunches. Saram, good head fake, sealed off by Smith. Made the connection with Shao. Pala got his man in the air. Picked up the dribble, back outside. O'Connor drives, kicks. Saram, that one was, I think, tipped. That's what he's arguing, and what everybody on West Windsor is arguing. And the officials will oblige. Yeah, from our angle, we had a pretty nice look at that one. Ave Ingram coming up with the block.
Ave Ingram was like 10 feet in the air. My goodness, the launch he took on that one.
O'Connor got to find someone, and 5 seconds. Ends up finding about the 6th row of fans.
I say he dragged his foot as he was, I don't know what he was trying to release it. I think his mind was working a little too quickly there. Was knowing he was on that 5-second counter, was trying to throw it inbounds to get something.
Yeah, and I think you bring up a good point right there. I think West Windsor South just playing a little too sped up, getting sped up by this Tornadoes defense. It's really been swarming. That's how you break down a 2-3 zone right there. Ingram to Graffey and underneath Caleb Smith. Tic-tac-toe for the deuce. So Smith is up to 6. The lead is back to 19. Good ball movement. Saram from deep, well short. The other way goes Jadon English-Fulton. Spins and gets called for the offensive foul. And good work that time by Nihan Pala, because Jadon English-Fulton coming downhill at you, that's not the guy you want to see barreling toward you. He did a nice job to stand in there and take the charge.
Yeah, got to the spot first, planted the feet, and got the call.
Tornadoes have kind of been playing this matchup zone. West Windsor South, they got to do a better job to try to break this down. And if they're able to, they could get some open looks from deep. Got a couple of men in the air that time. Did Reggiani Martins, and he walked. One too many steps as he tried to make the spin. And for West Windsor South, you almost expect some of those live ball turnovers, right, with just how well the Tornadoes are able to force giveaways. But it's plays like that as Ramos feeds a no-look pass inside to Smith. Tornadoes just having fun right now. But going back to the Pirates' point of view, it's those turnovers, the travels, stepping out of bounds, anything like that, the 5-second call, those are the ones you really got to avoid in a game like this. As Ramos picks the pocket of O'Connor, takes it all the way in, and waved that off. Ingram tipped it while it was on the cylinder, but Ramos did get fouled, so he'll shoot 2 at the line.
I don't know if Ingram came up shaking a little bit. Maybe he seems to be okay, a little limp to his walk.
I think he's just frustrated with himself that time. Ramos had a chance at an and one, and he knocked it off the rim. Ramos just a 45.5% free throw shooter, but he rattles in the first. Jairus Ramos playing really the best basketball of his high school career recently. The 4 games he played in before this 2-game absence that he had was averaging 8.8 points, 4.8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5.5 steals. That is filling up the stat sheet.
I think Ramos has just been a product of a good team around him that helps him be better every day.
Dutta rattles it home from deep. And Andre Dutta has his first 3 points of the night. Timeout West Windsor South. And if Dutta's able to start knocking him down, look out, because he's a top 3-point shooter on this very good 3-point shooting team.
Yeah, Dutta is dangerous from beyond the arc. And West Windsor-Plainsboro just waiting for them to kind of get things going from beyond the arc, get their offense sparked.
How about this stat, Nick, on Andre Dutta? In his career, he has now made 2 two-point shots and 55 threes.
Well, if you're Trenton Central, you're seeing those stats pregame and you're knowing how to mark him when he's on the floor. You know he's only going to be in one spot. It makes it a little bit easy. But, I mean, that's good. I mean, if he's their 3-point specialist, I mean, you know he can shoot them in this game if he can get hot and get started.
I think you've seen that game plan be executed very well by Daryl Young and his team. Whenever South has gotten the ball across half court, been doubled really beyond the arc, they understand that this is a West Windsor team that doesn't want to drive inside, so you might as well just blitz them basically where they like to shoot it.
I think that's got to be the game plan for the Pirates today. I mean, you know you're outsized, and you want to just go down outside, and that's what you're good at.
I think Ramos wanted to throw the lob that time to Ingram. It was just a little too late in developing. We might see that at some point later in this game if it keeps going this way in a 34-13 ball game. As West Windsor just throws that one into the scorer's table. And again, it's another one of those, don't want to say ill-advised turnovers because it was O'Connor there that got doubled, but those are the ones you really got to avoid, especially now down 21. Ingram, skip pass. Ramos already has 1 3. Thinks better of it that time and then gave it up. And perhaps a frustration foul committed, although I think they're going to get Jedon English Fulton for that whistle. See Trenton right now just kind of playing this very vanilla brand of basketball, maybe not wanting to give anything up, but expecting to go deep in this tournament. Sanchez, count it, and the foul. Juan Sanchez, the last time these two teams met back on January 23rd. Just 9 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists, and 5 steals. The 8 assists tie his career high. 5 steals tied a season high. I think that was really a product of the game before the West Windsor South game for Trenton was when Ave Ingram was dishing it out left and right against Princeton, allowing Sanchez and English Fulton to get to 1,000 points in that one. I think the game plan the last time these two teams met for Trenton was get Ave Ingram the ball, get it to him early and often, let him go to work just kind of as a thank you for giving it up so much. Ingram not giving it up right there as he takes it all the way in. He's up to 17 now in the first half and counting for the 6'4" senior.
He's definitely on pace to eclipse that 34-point game just from a couple weeks ago against the Pirates already.
Reggiani Martins got denied by Ingram, then it was saved by JEF. Ramos back to Sanchez. Bingo!
11 for Juan Sanchez tonight here in this first half.
And a 29-point lead. It's about to grow even more. How about some showtime as Ramos fed it to English Fulton. He couldn't finish a couple of times underneath. Third opportunity, it drops through. Almost put the announcer jinx on English Fulton there, saying they were going to extend the lead. They eventually do.
English Fulton only with 4 points tonight, but hasn't had a need to do too much. Ingram again using athleticism to get up on the block.
Yeah, and a good pass that time by Pedro Reggiani Martins, feeding the cutting O'Connor. And he's able to draw the foul. He'll go up two at the charity stripe. Jackson O'Connor, the 5'9 sophomore, averaging just over 5 a game. That jumps up to 8.5 per game in his last 5, which is the best 5-game stretch of his career. All cotton on the first for O'Connor. He's up to 4 tonight.
This team, when they get to the free throw line, shooting pretty good, near 67% overall for the season. They got to find more ways. I mean, they are trying to be aggressive. They just got to get more ways, get to them to the line.
1 for 2 that time. Offensive rebound, Pala, but knocked away by Davidson. Sanchez is picking cherries. Oh, he tried to slam it. Not quite the elevation that he needed that time. Either way, it counts for 2 just the same. No style points awarded here.
Oh.
And that one right through the 5-hole of Cheniara. All right, here's my second half bold predictions, assuming this game just continues to go the way of Trenton. Sanchez is going to have a dunk, and Ingram's going to catch a lob and throw it down.
I would not put it past it happening. You know these players want that. They love a good show.
They probably have to do that in the third quarter as Sanchez, all nylon from deep. Really starting to feel it now, Juan Sanchez. I mentioned they'd have to do it in the third because I've got a feeling you might be seeing some deep bench guys come fourth quarter time. Pala doubled, finds the outlet. Cheniara from deep. And the rebound's hauled in that time by Joel Cummings. Haven't seen him in a while. Joel Cummings was a part of the regular rotation at the beginning of the season, but he hasn't played in the last 4 games until today. English Fulton no good. Jackson cleanup no. Third opportunity for the Tornadoes. English Fulton ducks underneath and banks it home. 51-14. Trenton might be threatening 100 in this one, too.
Yeah, we're just about at halftime at this rate. But you got to expect something to slow down in the second half.
This is Mark Dutta launching and connecting from beyond the arc. So both Dutta brothers have hit one from deep. 51-17, your score, 60 seconds to go till the break. Davidson, he traveled. I mean, if it wasn't for these turnovers, Nick, for Trenton, they could be up 60-17 right now.
Now that is one thing we're going to watch throughout today, and if they do go on to win this game, throughout the tournament too.
All of a sudden, the Dutta brothers are starting to make it rain from deep. That was a nice feed that time from Chamala Dine, and Mark Dutta has knocked down back-to-back trays.
Got to think Tornadoes hold as much as they can in this final 30 seconds.
Yeah, a lot of standing around right now as these final 21 seconds tick off the clock here in the first half. Sanchez and Ingram leading the way. Sanchez with 15, Ingram with 17. One-handed pass inside. Jackson couldn't handle it.
Daryl Young unhappy about that. Said, look at the clock. Could have wasted a couple more seconds.
Well, still time here for South if they can get it across the line. Davidson knocked it out. And the Pirates are left with just 2.6 to go.
Chance for a quick inbound and just turn and heave.
Pala looking for a friend in white, just throws it up for grabs. taken away by English Fulton. Up ahead, Davidson, and he can't get it off. Well, not a bad idea there. Try to throw it to your 6'6" center, but it goes awry, and Trenton all over the Pirates right now, 51-20, 16 down, 16 to go. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll have first half stats in the third quarter of action on the other side of this break here on WBCB.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBSports.com.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like Stepping back in time where you feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBSports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota makes a great choice for your next vehicle purchase or service. With our MVP pricing guarantee, teammate rewards program, and streamlined customer experience, our award-winning operation ensures that you can trust our process. A home team advantage is nothing without the community. Our employees are part of our family, part of your town, and we're all part of the team. We're always here for you at one of our 3 locations in Princeton, Langhorne, and Glen Mills.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBSports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community is Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They've got it all, new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks, and a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. And don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. 2026 is here, and just around the corner is another summer filled with Trenton Thunder baseball. Full and half-season ticket memberships as well as multi-game packages are on sale now for the 2026 season. Make 2026 the year you get in shape for the Capital Area YMCA, 431 Pennington Avenue in Trenton. Exercise for your health, fitness, strength, flexibility, well-being, and confidence. For more information, you can call 609-599-9622 or visit capitalymca.org. And McCaffrey Supermarkets, exceptional every day in West Windsor and Princeton, are proud to sponsor tonight's game. You can find McCaffrey's at 335 Princeton Heightstown Road in West Windsor and at 301 North Harrison Street in Princeton. All Trenton through the opening 16 minutes. Juan Sanchez, Ave Ingram leading the pack. Ingram with 17, Sanchez with 15. Caleb Smith has 8, Jadon English Fulton has 6. And rounding out the scoring is Jaharis Ramos with 4. So it's all 5 starters on the board for Darrell Young's squad. As for West Windsor South, Nick, I thought they got back into their rhythm. They got back into playing their style of basketball towards the end of that first half. Vance Chamaladine, he's got 5. Mark Dutta knocked down a pair of threes. He's got 6 points. Jackson O'Connor with 4. Andre Dutta with 3. And Sincere Anderson with 2. But plain and simple, Nick, despite West Windsor getting some confidence-building triples at the end of that first half, the Tornadoes just flexing their muscles here so far.
Yeah, they look like they're having fun out there. It's been an aggressive defense for them. They're not slowing down from that. Aggressive for them. Normal as normal can be for Trenton Central, as they've been all year. We knew they were dominant at home. They just look comfortable. They look confident. Ave Ingram's having fun out there. Sanchez is making his shots. He kind of erupted in that second quarter. And the Tornadoes are well in front and in control of this basketball game to start the second half.
And we'll see how long the typical starting 5 and that typical rotation stays out there for Trenton. This might be a good game for Taylor Young to get some of those deep bench players, the future of Tornado basketball, some run here in a CVC tournament game.
Yeah, why not? It's always good to give the young guys, especially this kind of experience and everything, to let them get the experience out there today in a playoff environment. Could be beneficial for the future. And again, a quick turnaround, second round action, the quarterfinal action starts on Thursday.
Yeah, and the winner of this game gets the winner of Nottingham and Hamilton West, which is the 7-10 matchup. And while we were in break, an update from that game. Hamilton West looking to pull the upset on top 26-16 over their crosstown rivals on the road. Hamilton West looking to earn themselves a trip, most likely here to Tornado Alley, either that or get themselves a home game if West Windsor South could find a way to storm back. And I would expect a lot of shots from the outside to be taken. You see one right there, but Pala left it short.
That would be a comeback for the ages, for the record books.
Sanchez feeds a cutting Ave Ingram, and another day, another jam for Ave.
No signs of slowing down for Ingram tonight.
He's got 19 points. Anderson, good crossover move in the spin, and he draws the foul on Ramos. I will say, Nick, I've been very impressed with Sincere Anderson. He's got a flurry of moves that he can go to.
Yeah, he's been really good with the ball. He's been their primary ball handler for most of that first half, and he has weaved in and out of this Tornado defense. He's looked good in his opportunities. Only a freshman. I mentioned it. No fear from him in that first half, no matter who he's up against in that inside the lane.
Up to 3 points now with that foul shot. He's been playing real well as of late, averaging 6.5 points per game, 4.8 assists per game, and 3.3 steals in his last 4 contests. Not numbers you're typically used to seeing out of a freshman, but on a pretty inexperienced West Windsor South team, it gives Anderson a chance to get this kind of playing time early in his career. Got a feeling that can only benefit him, as Ave Ingram again just using that size and athleticism to his advantage, and he's got Blackjack with 21 points. This is Andre Dutta launching and coming up short from outside. The other way, it's Ramos. Sanchez puts it home. He hasn't even needed the rim on these triples. (58-21). O'Connor leading the break, going coast to coast for the layup.
Nice moves by O'Connor.
Sanchez and Ingram play catch, and Ingram now drains it from deep. 24 points. This three-point shooting is impressing Freedom, our PA man here inside Tornado Alley.
Ave Ingram, not the usual three-point shooter, likes to go inside more than anything, but when he hits a three, that just evolves his game to be that much more dangerous on the floor.
English Fulton comes up with a steal. He wants in on the action. A little trouble handling it, though, but got his own miss and puts it down. And Ingram thought he had a clean steal, but he reached in that time. And with the score being what it is right now, 63-23, the running clock rule is in effect. 35 points or more in the second half. The clock will only stop on timeouts and injuries, then of course at the end of the quarter as well. Speaking of after this quarter, coming out of the bullpen is going to be our guy, Dante Sanders from the Trenton Media Department. Trenton high schooler, going to take over the play-by-play for the fourth quarter, so make sure you stay tuned to hear Dante on the call for the final 8 minutes of this one. As a beautiful feed inside that time from Pala, and they forgot about Jackson O'Connor underneath. Sanchez from the elbow, too easy. And like Freedom just said, you already know who it is. Juan Sanchez up to 20 once again.
I mean, Jordan, just the way this game is going, we've talked about it all year, not to beat a dead horse, but when these guys are on, it's Sanchez, Ingram, or English Fulton and Ingram, whoever the combination it is, or all three of them, that is just a lethal combination. And a CVC tournament, which is almost as wide open as it can be for the Tornadoes, it's there for them if they want it. I mean, you have experience this year against Lawrence. You beat them. You beat Ewing. Hopewell Valley, they did lose against. But that was a shorthanded squad at the time they matched up.
Here comes the lob. Ingram lays it home. Does that count for my prediction?
That counts.
Part of me thought he was going to reverse jam that.
I think he was trying to do it behind his head, which would have been insane.
Now Ramos is all over O'Connor right now, and he took it away, and then O'Connor commits the foul. And I think it's a great point, Nick, talking about this tournament just being very wide open. I think you can make the case for probably 5 or 6 different teams. Of course, Trenton with their high-flying big three of Sanchez, Ingram, and English Fulton. Ewing, the reigning champs, with that lethal backcourt, Terrence Traylor and Christian Thomas. Lawrence, the #1 seed. Marvin McNeil, the reigning Mercer County Player of the Year. Hopewell Valley plays a very defensive style that has frustrated teams along the way. Allentown, Robbinsville all in the mix. Heightstown, the #5 seed. Caleb Smith with a walk that time.
I mean, as much as you want to say it is wide open, it is, because any team can really be any team on any given day. If you just have one off day in this tournament, you're going to get dethroned and pack your bags and moving along in the playoff season. But that's what makes it fun, as open as it is, and as many storylines you could say for each team. They could win it this way or that way. That's why we do this.
Sanchez with a takeaway. Ramos, English Fulton from deep, way off. And a rare air ball that time from Jadon English Fulton. Nearly made up for it with what would have been a Odell Beckham Jr. style takeaway. Instead, knocks it out of bounds.
I think English Fulton was going to try to one-hand that and maybe try to save it on the inbound or on the baseline there. All in one motion.
This is Nyon Holden, as West Windsor South perhaps emptying their bench a little bit. Kick out, Mark Dutta from deep. Rebound tapped, taken by Holden. O'Connor from the elbow, no. Rebound, last off of Caleb Smith, staying with South. That was supposed to be a lob play, but Pala and O'Connor, they weren't on the same frequency that time, and it ends up getting knocked into the South bench. Good feed, O'Connor, scoop layup, got it to go down. Jackson O'Connor is up to 10. He's showing some impressive stuff here tonight as English Fulton draws the foul, and he'll get 2 at the line. This backcourt, Nick, Jackson O'Connor and Sincere Anderson, a sophomore and a freshman. So this will be the backcourt for the next 2 years for West Windsor. They might have something with those two guys.
Yeah, they really might. They've been playing hard tonight considering the score. I mean, O'Connor has been aggressive. He's doing what he can out there. Space the floor out and attack the rim. I mean, also Adriel Dominguez, only a junior. He'll be back for his senior year. So you got a 3-headed guard lineup next year. You can run back if you're the Pirates and something to build off of. And who knows what could happen with a lot of experience this year. Good experience, a team that struggled throughout the regular season, but the experience they went through is going to help them in the long run as they grow together.
0 for 2 that time at the line for the 64% foul shooter, Jadon English-Fulton. Holden tried to feather that pass through, and it was taken away. Ingram wants to go all the way with it and does, but missed the lay. Some time now for South if they could break this press. Pala drives on in and gets it to go. Nihan Pala with his first 2 points. Ingram from way outside, jackpot! That's how you know it's going right for Ave Ingram when he's hitting shots like that. He's got 29 and counting, and that'll do it for this third quarter. Trenton well on their way to another trip to the CVC quarterfinal. We'll step aside, be back with the final 8 minutes of action from Tornado Alley and Dante Sanders on the call right after this here on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Just an amazing performance here by the Trenton Tornadoes. The score is 70-29, 8 minutes left on the clock. We are going to have a running clock, so the clock will keep going as Ave Ingram holds onto the ball, passes it back. Oops. Little mix up there. Passing number two, that's Jagarmi Davison. Ave Ingram for 3, miss off the mark. Davidson tries to get the ball, but it looks like it's out on Davidson.
Well, Tornadoes have been aggressive from the start of this game. At 24 points in the first quarter, 27 in the second, 19 in the third. Give them their 70 points tonight through 3 quarters.
As Ave Ingram goes inside, misses. First number, it's to Stalin Hernandez. Hernandez back to Ingram. All the way to Davidson. Davidson for 3. It's good. Jamari Davison hasn't scored more than 2 points a game all season. Actually gets his first 3 points of the season. As Sincere Anderson gets that 2-point shot in. Ingram covered up. Pass now to trying to get it to that was Cummings trying to get it to Jamari Davison. Ends up going out of bounds. Will be Pirates ball. Gets it to Matthew Chiniara. Guarded by Ingram. Trying to get it to Anderson. Doesn't. Gets to Anderson actually. Anderson going inside. Thought about a shot. Passes it out. Back to Anderson. Anderson inside. Almost takes the ball. Up to Ingram. Ingram going up. Ingram going down. Ave Ingram with another slam. That seems like what he's been doing all game. Just slamming and shooting threes.
31 points for Ave Ingram, putting on a show.
At Matthew Chinchonera, what a steal. Davison going up. Davison going in. That is 5 points for Jamari Davidson. And as for somebody who hasn't scored more than 2 points a game all season, he now has 5 in this game.
Morrisville Chiropractic, they're providing quick and effective pain relief through natural healing. At Morrisville Chiropractic, 632 Crown Street, they pledge to make you, the patient, part of their chiropractic family. They're open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 3 to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, 1 to 6 p.m. You can visit MorrisvilleChiropracticCenter.com. Mayor Reed Gusciora of the City of Trenton would like to welcome all students back to school and wish them the best of luck this school term. Wish the Tornadoes the best of luck on the court. Mayor Reed Gusciora is a proud supporter of Trenton's youth. And coming to Hamilton Township, the original DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza. Third-generation family member Tyler DiLorenzo brings back the family recipes his great-grandfather created in 1938. where they started their tomato pie. Soon to be open at 147 Sloan Avenue in Hamilton Township.
And as for a great performance by Tornadoes, they've been going on a run this past quarter as Sincere Anderson goes in, tries to get the ball inside. Loser gets it back. That's number 3, Surham. Gets the shot in as Davison brings the ball up on the top of the key. What a steal. A steal by Johnny Martins going up and in. Gets it in. Johnny Martins did not play Friday not play their last game, but now gets his first points as Davis tried to pass it off, couldn't get it. Now number 24 with Johnny Martins will bring it back up. Like he thought about a 3 there, goes inside, goes it up, passes it out to Anderson. Anderson shoots a 3 and gets it. Sincere Anderson, a freshman, you're already seeing a lot of flashes of greatness from him. Oh, a steal there. Anderson gets it up again. Another 2. Sincere Anderson, as I said, showing signs of greatness, already has a couple of great plays in this fourth quarter. As they get the ball to Stalin. Back to number 12, that is Joel Cummings. Cummings inside, couldn't get it. Looks like there will be a jump ball. Pirates will get the possession.
As Tornadoes will empty their bench. Looks like Ave Ingram's night is done. 31 points tonight for Ave Ingram. As Tornadoes eclipsed their mark past the game just a couple weeks ago in January against the Pirates, where they scored 74.
As we see a great defensive play by Stalin Hernandez and number 13 Omar DeJesus, who has just got checked into the game, as Hernandez has had a couple of playing time here in this game. That's DeJesus, top of the key, little dust up, that's it open, that's 34. Whitaker tried to go for 3, nope. Inside is in. That is number 12, Joel Cummings. As Anderson tries to drop the ball in. Nice little move there, kicks it out. That's number 3, Surham. Back to Anderson, loses the ball. Stalin going up. Stalin goes it in. Oh, he missed it, sorry. Another miss there. It's number 11, Mark Dutta. Gets it to Holden. Now it's back to Reggiani Martins. Martins inside, couldn't get it. Nice little foul there on Surham. He'll get 2 shots on this play.
Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community is Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They've got it all, new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks, and a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford, here yesterday, here today, here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. And don't forget, if you missed any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian.
Score is 79-41 as Whitaker passes off ends up in Jesus' hands, takes a 3, misses. Stalin Hernandez with that rebound. That 3 is good. That's number 11, Malik Fleming. Gets his first points of this game as Anderson brings the ball up. Clearly moved there, almost lost it, got it back. Oh, tries to get through. That is taken away by Kyle Graff. Ball ends up back in the hands. That is Mark Dutta. Pirates try to bring the ball back up. Still in again by Malik Fleming. Up to Graff. Oh, almost tried to get the dunk, but couldn't get it. Mark Dutta gets the ball back. Surham going up. Does a floater, misses. As Malik Fleming is bringing the ball back up for Tornadoes. Number 34 goes inside. That is Jakir Whitaker. As Reggiani Martins drives the ball inside, goes for a 3. Couldn't get it, off the mark. Malik Fleming, another rebound and a traveling violation. Kind of triggered off by Sincere Anderson, great defensive play hit by him there to cause the travel.
Well, I hope Kyle Graffey is okay. He seemed to pull a hamstring or a muscle in his leg on that attempted dunk. The bench for the Tornadoes went absolutely crazy and just cracking up. They're just laughing hysterically all the way down.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. Would have been an amazing dunk if he could get it through. As Reggiani Martins goes inside for a 2, thought about a 3, got it. Nice little play by him there as Malik Fleming will bring the ball up for the Tornadoes. Nice little 3-point shooter by him there. Tries to get the ball through but couldn't. Stolen away by Cincinnati, goes inside. Oh, what a great defensive play. Kyle Graffey, same. Couldn't get that dunk, but he got that great defensive play though. Would have been a nice little shot right there. Unfortunately, it's going back the other way.
Daryl Young having fun with Kyle Graffey on the sideline there. Hope he's okay though.
Pirates ball. Reggiani Martins bring that ball up. Maybe the last final possession. Hopefully they get see if they get a shot up here. And they do, but that was after the bell. The Tornadoes take a dominant 84-43 win over West Windsor here. The Pirates struggling to hold off the Tornadoes. That EF5 attack was too strong for them. And now the Trenton Tornadoes will live on to fight on Thursday. Live in the fight on Thursday.
All right, Dante, fantastic job by you there on the call for the fourth quarter, and a fantastic job by the Tornadoes. They handle business here tonight. Ave Ingram, he'll be our player of the game, 31 points for Ave. We'll get a chance to talk to him. We'll have that interview up shortly following the conclusion of this broadcast on our social media channels, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube Shorts. Trenton, you mentioned they're going to live to fight another day. They'll play on Thursday. They'll take on the winner of the 7-10 matchup, either Hamilton West or Nottingham, right back here at Tornado Alley. We'll have that game for you right here on WBCB. Tonight's game, it was brought to you by the New Jersey Education Association, Kessel Dermatology, the Capital Health System, Team Toyota, the Revere Restaurant, Morrisville Chiropractic, the City of Trenton, Dealer Enzo's Pizza, Haldeman Ford, the Trentonian, the Trenton Thunder, Hyundai of Trenton, the Capital Area YMCA, and McCaffrey's Supermarket. Trenton gets a dominant first round win here in the CVC tournament, 84-43 your final score. So now for my broadcast partners, Dante Sanders and Nick Gallagher, for Brianne O'Neill, who produced today's stream, and for Trenton's media department helping us out with the camera work, as always, here from Tornado Alley. My name's Jordan Hirsch, saying thank you for watching, and have a great night, everybody. We'll see you right back here on Thursday.